Hello, welcome to Record Time. Record Time is a weekly Akashic experience where we explore simple and mysterious themes through the lens of the Akashic Records. My name is Mina, and I'm happy to be here with you. If you're unfamiliar with what the Akashic Records are, I invite you to check out my website, minaruchi.com. And there are some videos and all kinds of things explaining what the Akashic Records are and what a reading is, and you can watch me do a reading for someone there, and you can watch tons more of these videos of me channeling from the records. So that's a fun place to dive into if you're curious. But for right now, I invite you, if it's safe and accessible, to take a moment to land and settle wherever you are right now. And maybe that looks like closing your eyes if you're not doing anything else. Or maybe it's as simple as just taking a deep breath. You can relax your shoulders and just settle into yourself. You can continue to just land in this moment inside yourself as I tune into the records. Okay, so we are officially in Aquarius season, and maybe you're not watching this in real time, and if it's not Aquarius season when you're watching this, that's okay. You can still come along for the ride. But we're gonna kind of dip into the inspiration and wisdom of this sign. So Aquarius is lovingly known as like the rebellious sign of the zodiac, which I think is amazing and so fun. It's such a playful, kind of wild, eccentric energy. And this like rebel energy feels very kind of present in the space of the records right now. And so the keepers of the records are asking us, what do you want to rebel against? What do you want to rebel against? And this is a fun and playful inquiry. Maybe this is a really heavy and serious topic for you. And if it is, I absolutely respect that, and I honor you and the rebel work that you're doing. But it could also be pretty lighthearted. Maybe you don't think of this word rebel very often. I know it has different connotations in different contexts. But in this case, it's just like, what is it that you're almost like taking a stand for inside yourself? What is it that you want to uplift inside yourself? So maybe rebellion and that spirit doesn't resonate with you. And maybe instead it's like, what is it that I want to engage with or give energy to inside myself? And inside this like playful invitation, you can take this in all different directions. It could be a sense of rebellion against larger systems or like big concepts and ideas. This could be really real, like activist work for you. Maybe that's your frame of reference and that's what that word means to you. And maybe it's something more personal. And maybe those bigger themes are connected to something more personal, something more internal. This isn't necessarily a call to action. No one is asking you to do anything or take a stand or like go protest anything unless you want to. But it's more like tuning into your inner landscape. Is there something inside you that has a rebellious spirit? And is there something inside you that could stand to be rebelled against? And maybe that's the way that your mind talks to you. Maybe it's the way, you talk to yourself when no one can hear you, just in your thoughts. Maybe it's the way that you talk to yourself when something isn't going the way you want it to, or when you didn't do as good as you should have at something. Maybe it's the voice that is constantly telling you to do more and more and more and more and more. So you can absolutely think of this question in the broader external landscape, but you can also take this inquiry within. Is there an aspect? Is there a thought? Is there a belief? Is there a voice in your head that needs a little bit of an uprising against? And what I mean by that is like your spirit, your true essence rising up to meet that maybe mean or nagging or untrue voice or idea or belief or whatever it is. Is there something inside you that wants to stand up, to rise up and say, don't speak to me like that? I'm doing enough. I actually don't need to do anymore. I'm doing great. I am enough. I'm allowed to take a break. I'm allowed to have fun. I'm allowed to orient towards pleasure. I'm allowed to experience pleasure for pleasure's sake. I don't have to be productive all the time. What could it be? And maybe in this spirit of rebellion, of this rebellious inquiry, you could even ask, whose voice is that? Where did that idea come from? Is this mine? Is this mine? And you might find in this simple, playful spirit, this playful inquiry of rebellion, that you're not rising up against yourself. You're actually rising up against something that was never yours to begin with. An idea that never belonged to you, but somehow made its way into your thinking. A belief or a phrase or a set of cruel things that your mind says to you that you never came up with, but someone else did. And in the spirit of Aquarian rebellion and Aquarian individuality, it's a time to allow your unique essence to shine forth, to come forth and to be seen and to take up the space that was always there, that was always there for it, the space that always belonged to you, but perhaps has been overgrown and overreached, crossed over into, taken up, violated, intruded by something that was never yours. So this might end up being a deep inquiry, or it could be as simple as your mind saying, do I deserve a break? No, you can't take a break. And you simply saying, yes, I'm going to take a break now. So you can really play with how practical and simple you want this to be, or how deep you want to go with this. This can be a really deep inquiry and almost like a research expedition. Who is talking to you? And what would it be like if you rebelled against that thing that wasn't yours, that was never yours? What would it be like if what was yours had more space to come through? So that's where I'm going to leave you for today. And I'm wishing you a very happy Aquarius season, or whatever season it may be when you're watching this. And until next time, I'm wishing you well. Namaste.